All right, we are getting a big breaking input at this point. The International Monetary Fund has slapped 11 new conditions on Pakistan for the release of next tranche of its bailout program and has warned that tension with India could heighten risks to the scheme's fiscal, external and reform goals. Now, the new condition imposed on Pakistan include the parliamentary approval of a new rupees 17.6 trillion budget, an increase in the debt servicing surcharge on electricity bill and lifting restrictions on import of more than 3 old used cars. So this is a big breaking input that we are getting at this point. Around 11 new conditions have in fact been slapped by the IMF on Pakistan. Remember, there was a lot of criticism that was being faced by IMF as well, because there were a lot of foreign experts who have in fact been suggesting that even when both the countries, the tension was escalating, IMF in fact bailed out Pakistan, and now they have slapped 11 new conditions on Pakistan. Let me now go across to my colleague Siddhant Mishra on this. Siddhant, this is major, this is big. Take us through the details of the 11 new conditions that has been slapped by the IMF on Pakistan.
Well, right, Sharon. In fact, each time around, the conditions on Pakistan, perhaps, by the IMF, is getting stricter and stricter. And this time around also, there has been 11, new conditions on Pakistan for the release of next tranche of its bailout program, which is about $1 billion. Now, and in fact, the IMF has also warned that tensions with India could heighten risks to the scheme's fiscal, external and reform goals, according to the report that have been accessed by CNN News 18. Now, the new conditions imposed on Pakistan include the parliamentary approval of a new 17.6 trillion budget, an increase in the debt servicing surcharge on electricity bills, and lifting restrictions on import of more than 3-year-old used cars. In fact, it also, the IMF release, which came on Saturday, also said that the rising tensions between India and Pakistan is sustained. Or deteriorated further could heighten this. So, there are 11 conditions, Sharon. At the same time, there is a warning also which IMF has given to Pakistan that if situation deteriorates, then it could affect the program. Perhaps, there is no confirmation, but this IMF tranche, which was announced on 9th of May, perhaps when the tensions were going on between India and Pakistan, and the next day in Pakistan going on the knees to beg for a ceasefire. Perhaps they understood that after India hit them hard on 10th morning, and the warning which came from IMF, they understood that they cannot sustain war with India, they cannot take on India, and perhaps that led to the DGMO level talks between the two sides.
All right, many thanks, Siddhant, for getting us all those details. And with that, we'll slip into a short break. More news and update on the other side. Stay tuned.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.